Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name's Julian, I'm a photographer from the UK and this is my first ever vlog for my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why I love using Dropbox to organise my photos. I will say now that this isn't a paid advertisement, this is just purely expressing or telling people how I organise my photos and how long it's taken me to realise or find a way that suits me. By no means is my method the correct way, it's entirely up to you and what works for you, but hopefully by the end of this maybe you'll have some idea as to what works for you. So how many of you have collected loads of photos and before you know your desktop or your folders are just heaving with tons of photos or thousands of photos and you're just like, I don't know what to do with them? Well, hopefully today I can give you some answers as to how I do it and that will work for you. So let's get started with reason number 1, and that reason for me is convenience. So being a photographer who's always on the go, I'm also a massive traveller. I love travelling. I go travelling, from weeks or months at a time. It means that I'm not home to access hard drives so easily, and I don't really feel comfortable taking all of my data or storage with me. So I use Dropbox because I can access my folders anywhere I want in the world at any time. It's so convenient, it works for me, which means that if a client comes up to me or contacts me and says, Julian, I need this photo re-edited, or can you do this, or can you do that, I can quickly hop online, download the original and quickly edit it in Lightroom, Premiere Pro, whatever I need to do with it. Why don't I use a NAS tower, a NAS server? Purely because I do travel a lot. I don't have any need to keep a NAS server at home. The reason being is that if the server dropped out or anything happened at home to the server, then I've completely lost all my files or I can't access it and no one's at home to do that for me. So that's why I don't use a NAS server in this situation. So reason number 2 is user-friendly. So I find the platform or the software very user-friendly. It's very clean, it's just like using a desktop. So you go online, you can use it in a web browser. They've got a Mac and PC app, so it's quite convenient. You can download it to your laptop. You can also use it on Apple and or you can download it from the App Store and from Android as well. So it's multi-platform, it's super convenient. I use a Mac for my editing and all my computer work, but I use a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus as my day-to-day phone, and I can access my files on either device, so it works for me in that way as well. So reason number 3. So safety. So I know with Dropbox that they encrypt their data, and I'm pretty certain they have 4 servers which back up your data. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I think it's 4 servers. I did do some research, which means that they've got completely different centers and areas where their servers are kept. So if one server failed, then it backed up a few more times and I don't need to worry, I know my data's safe. Again, the money aspect for me is worth the investment because they're my photos and memories, and they're client images as well. So I want to make sure that everything I have is safe and secure. So, reason number 4, already on number 4, Reason number 4 is that you get loads of benefits with it. So you can recommend friends to use Dropbox, and if they download it and use it and sign up and use your code or your referral link, then they or you get an extra gigabyte of storage for your contribution to getting someone else to join up. But Samsung actually have a partnership with Dropbox, and I've managed to earn an extra 3 terabytes on top of my 2 terabyte data plan. So I'm paying for 2. Yeah, that's right. I'm paying for 2 terabytes of data. I'm getting 5 because I've earned 3 terabytes of data or storage. So that's pretty epic. Across the year, I think it's £7.99 per month if you pay outright for the year plan, and £9.99 if you pay monthly. If you're a photographer or you own your own business, then you can offset that against your tax. So it's not really a big expense in that retrospect. And reason number 5 is, like I said, it's right for me. That's why I love Dropbox, because I can access it on everything, basically everything I've just spoken about. So I find it the best thing for me. It means I don't have to carry around hard drives. I might carry 1 hard drive to edit recent work from, but then I'll instantly back it up online, and then if I do, for whatever reason, after I finish the project, need to go back into it, then I can just download it again. But generally when I upload my stuff onto Dropbox, I don't need to touch it again unless I feel like I want to play around with some images, which I've been doing during lockdown because why not? You know, may as well get the gram looking good. While I mention the gram, definitely head over. So it's Julian Nevin Photography. Links down below. I've also got a Facebook. Make sure you follow that. So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and please show your support. So before we end this, I'm going to quickly jump into my laptop. You're going to jump in with me and we're going to check it out just so you get a feel for the user face on what it's like on Mac, just to see how simple and clean it is and how I integrate it with my Lightroom. Let's jump in. Right, so let's scroll over to Dropbox. Over here or down here is the app for Dropbox, so I do have the app version downloaded. It is fully user-friendly for any web browser as well. And as you can see, it's very clean, very simple. I like that. Simplicity, minimalist, I love it. Anyway, so we can go into my folder here. I've had lots of years of practice to be able to organize all my photos and be able to stay on top of everything. But what I love about Dropbox is, or this is one of the features I love anyway, it has little symbols down here next to the thumbnails to let me know whether or not a file was downloaded. So right now, if I right click and I go to Smart Sync, I can see here it says online only, but this little cloud symbol here has already told me that, so I don't need to worry. So let's look at this one, so Croatia. So we have a green tick with a white background, and now what this means is I basically have a main folder, and within that main folder I have files or subfolders that are partially downloaded or are downloaded. So you can see the Croatia raw is downloaded, and the other subfolders aren't. And there's one more to show you. So you can see here it says Qatar. I've got a tick. I've got a white tick instead of a green tick, and what this means is this entire folder is local. It's completely downloaded onto my desktop. So the way in which I incorporate that or import it into Lightroom is no different to what you would any other way. Simply go to add a folder or subfolder, and what I like is you can just click on this little symbol here where it says Dropbox as well. So it's just like your normal user face with your documents, etc., and your downloads. So I can go into Julian's folder, I can go into all my images, and I know what's already downloaded. I can see here as well. So it's quite clear, it's very clean and simple. It shows you, you know, what's downloaded and what's not. Again, it comes in under that user friendliness that I was talking about earlier. So, you know, once you import your photos, they'll import like so. So these are some photos from Myanmar that I took. I went to Myanmar, I think it was in 2017, quite a while back. So during lockdown, I've decided to come onto my laptop and edit these. So this is, you know, a good example of being able to just download them conveniently off the internet onto my laptop, no matter where I am. So what happens when I decide to remove or, you know, put the photos or media back on to the cloud? Well, you can simply just go to Smart Sync, online only, and you should see that in a second this little green background or a white tick with a green background should change to a cloud like so. And now all it's done is taken the files off of my laptop, and everything that's been left online is still online. It's not touched, it doesn't damage it or anything like that. It simply removed the local files from my laptop. And when you go over to Dropbox, all that will happen is it will tell you that the photo is missing, but don't worry, Lightroom creates previews, smart previews. So if you're familiar with Lightroom, it creates smart previews of each image, which is basically a basic raw version, which lets you edit and manipulate the photo while the actual file is offline. So when I come back to my folder, if I wanted to, all I need to do is go to Smart Sync, click Local, and Lightroom remembers the file path, so it will automatically detect the files are on my laptop again, and I can continue to edit them. So it should be downloading them now, and hey presto, it's that simple. Okay, cool. So I hope you enjoyed my first ever YouTube vlog. Please do comment below. Did you enjoy it? Could I do stuff differently?
Video.
Oh, did you hear that? My phone picked up something. As I was saying, make sure you comment on the video. If you've liked it, please tell me why. If I could do something differently, let me know. If I've got some facts wrong, let me know. Don't just scrutinize me. Be nice. First ever time. And I'll see you in the next one. The next one's going to be another good tutorial, I promise. Starting with the basics, working our way up.